Hi all, I'm Dee and welcome to Decode's YouTube channel. So in this particular video, as some of you people asked, a separate video for Gen Z interview preparation, okay? And I've got many resources for you. Today, in addition to Java, I also got Python interview questions for Python cluster people, okay? Each day I'll be updating it for everybody, so you don't have to worry regarding it. Fine. Okay, so let's get into this. Let me just set up my chat before getting into this so that I can converse with you people. Okay. Okay. Yash, 8 test cases of both Java codes and solved SQL and web UI correctly. Will I get shortlisted? Yes, yes, you will get shortlisted. Okay. Good evening, Vala engineer. Good evening. And I'll also be answering some of your questions. Okay, so if you've got any queries, please do put that, and please do not spam, because only if you people put the questions one time I'll be able to see it. If you spam, possibility of missing your questions are high. So I just want to tell that. Okay, good evening everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Results of all colleges announced. So not all colleges, slowly the colleges are announcing their results. Okay, so if you see early on, whoever attended their interview during 18 September, 19 September, that is being announced. Okay, but if you attended your interview only during September 28, 27, then it will take 5 to 7 days. Okay. Okay, fine. Gen Z next results are out for everyone. Every college Gen Z next result is out. Gen Z Pro and Gen Z result, no, Gen Z Pro and Gen Z result in this week you will be getting those results. Okay. If you've not received any mail, you will be getting it soon. So that it is nearing. Okay, you should have started your preparation by now. That's why I'm putting this session also. I solved 2 SQL only. I'm not shortlisted even for Gen Z. Why? Okay, so if you solved only 2 SQL, they might have rejected you, Shiva Pravin, because you didn't solve coding questions or like the other front-end simulator or cloud properly. If you have not solved it, then they reject you. And your aptitude marks and your communication marks also depends. Okay. 2 SQL, 2 Java coding, but not web. What can I expect? I can expect Gen Z next. So ENC engineer. Okay, I see your question. So Gen Z next is for people who solve 2 SQL, 2 Java, and the web part also. Plus, they should have certifications such as Pega certification or ServiceNow, cloud certification, SAP certification, and all of those. Okay, so if you don't have such certifications, then you will not be selected for Gen Z Next or Gen Z Pro. Okay, so to be selected for that, you need certifications also. Okay, but you will be selected for Gen Z. Okay, Gen Z Pro results are not out yet, but you can expect it in the upcoming days. Okay. Okay. Okay, Vala engineer. I have run the 2 SQL questions, 2 Java questions. Yes, that's good. That's good. Um, 2 SQL queries correctly, 1 Java code with all test cases and full. So Saya, as I said before, for Gen Z Next, we were asking for Gen Z Next, make sure you have certifications. Apna College Web Development Certification. So actually, Cognizant has a list of certification which they accept actually. Okay, so your certification should be from like the certifications such as Pega certifications. You know that like those are like I think those are considered more. So in their list it was present. Okay, they accept only a limited amount of certifications, and also like cloud, AWS, Microsoft Azure certifications like that. A particular software such as the Pega software, SAP software, something like that. Okay. Akshat Sa, you can expect to be selected for Gen Z, but if you have certification, you'll be selected for Gen Z Pro. Okay. But 1 Java code. So for Gen Z next, everything should be solved correctly for you. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me answer some questions. Okay. For Gen Z, 2 SQL plus good aptitude is good enough. All three Gen Z, okay, is out for, okay, Shiva Praveen, I see that. For Gen Z, actually, I said in my channel, like in my before videos, I told like at least one coding question, at least one SQL, at half of HTML, CSS, right? So, like you can expect that, but also if you've attended any one of the sections correctly also, like SQL, Java, this is also correct actually. Like, but mostly they select for Gen Z based on at least one coding, at least one SQL, and like average in aptitude, good enough in aptitude, things like that. Okay. So all the, okay, Shiva Praveen, how many people got selected in your college out of the total? Please do answer that. Like everyone would like to know. It would be a great update also. Okay, please answer my doubt, ma'am. JSRK. Second will be announced, and how can the candidate access the result? It will be announced through the mail mostly, and so many colleges have got the result for Gen Z, Gen Z Next, Gen Z Pro also. So you can expect that depends on the date in which you attended. If you attended it like 18th September, 20th September, by now you would have got the result. But if you've attended it only day before yesterday or something like that, it might take a week up to that also. Okay. Okay, there is a lot of question. So if you've attended it today, it will be out in a few days, like 5 to 7 days, 7 to 8 days. Okay. Okay, let me just come like cover the agenda of this meeting, and that is, it is basically I'm going to be talking about the Gen Z interview preparation as requested by you people. I wanted to put this out here, like how to prepare for just Gen Z. Okay. So and then I'll be cluster breaking down the cluster, like how questions you can expect, how should you prepare, and what should you exactly prepare. Okay. Okay, fine. So yeah, I just want to talk about that exactly. Let me go into this actually, but before that I'd like to show you my YouTube channel, and that is Decodes. So you can look through my channel. There are a variety of resources for you, and if you click on this, you can access to, I just want you to know that Telegram channel link is available, and you can join the Telegram group also. Okay, and you can, okay, that will be useful for you. I want you people to know that, and then you can click on this and become a member. Okay. So like all of the documents that I work with, is it will be available for free for members only. So like included the Cognizant technical interview preparation materials also. Membership is available in 4 different levels: supporter, knowledge seeker, pro coder, insider. You can go through each of these perks and you can choose one of these. Okay. And the documents will be available free for you also. Okay, now let me just go into this. Okay, so next is the technical interview. The dates will be communicated for you. Okay, the dates will actually be communicated. Like they'll be telling first of all that like within this day, in this particular day, will be coming to your campus and will be announcing it. Okay, so and also they'll inform you that beforehand itself. So you will be having at least 7 to 10 days to prepare for the interview. Okay, 7 to 10 days to prepare for the interview. So preparing for Cognizant interview is pretty vast. You'll have to be prepared on everything. Okay, so they ask every kind of questions. Let me just go into this. Okay, let's talk about the cluster breakdown. This is especially for Gen Z I'm talking about. Okay, for Gen Z and Gen Z Pro, Gen Z is pretty advanced. I'll cover that in a separate session. But what you need to focus in, for everyone asking the questions such as cluster based question and resume based question, what kind of questions they'll be asking. For that, my answer is you will be asked questions based on both cluster based question and resume based question. Okay, that's why first of all, let me talk about the cluster one. If you are from Java cluster, first of all, prepare your cluster topic, and that is Java, MySQL, HTML, CSS, JS. Prepare all of this thoroughly. Okay, whatever they've mentioned over here, they'll be asking questions from this. This is like the syllabus. Okay, you need to be prepared on problem solving, searching, sorting, string handling, arrays and collections, and then control flow statements, date and time, exception handling, OOP. You need to be prepared on this particular topic. So like OOP is very very important. So they mostly ask question from OOP, and then you can go on from there. First prepare on Java, and then prepare on MySQL. You need to know about the MySQL, all the concepts. First, all of the commands and languages that you have, and then the theoretical part, constraints, operators, functions, clauses in SQL that you have, like select query, order by, group by. They might even ask you to write the queries on that. Joins and their types is very very important. This is most commonly asked interview question. Subqueries, views and indices, all of this. Cover the theoretical part, understand the syntax, remember the syntax, and then you can look up some query questions also. For this I'll also be uploading a PDF. Okay, Java programming is already available, so a separate Java programming PDF and Java OOP PDF. So this is like top Java interview questions. Okay, these are all like the top interview questions. I've got like 40. This itself is enough. Okay, and then Java OOP questions. So topic wise OOP questions, and then commonly asked interview questions. Okay, I want you people to be prepared on these, so that's why. So but these documents are available for free only for members. Okay, so just study this. For today I have Python, and in the upcoming session let's talk about SQL, CSS, JS and all of those. And also very basic concepts of HTML, CSS and JS you should also be covering. This very very important. So first, after you cover the cluster part, take 3 to 4 days to cover the cluster part completely. If you like take 10 days, 10 days will be enough for you to prepare on all of these. First, like for Java it's pretty vast. If you're not a Java person, if you're a Python person, then switching to Java is difficult, right? So you need to spend a lot of time for the interview. Okay, so first complete the cluster parts, and then move on to the CS subjects, DBMS, computer networks, computer architecture, OS. Move on to these. So these are all CS subjects that are most commonly asked in interviews. So prepare on CS subjects. Okay, I've also got separate PDFs for that also. DBMS, Java, computer fundamentals, computer networks, operating system. Excuse me. Okay, so prepare on these. Allocate 2 to 3 days separately for these and prepare. Okay, it's only easy. Like it's everything you've already learned before. All of these things, it will be easy for you. And then one of the most important things are resume. Okay, so mostly, so for 2024 batch, they carried their resume with themselves, and um, the interviewer actually got the resume from them and asked questions on that. So mostly you will be doing that also. So tailor your resume in such a way that you know everything, whatever you've written. Because if you like when they ask questions from your resume and you don't know how to answer, you don't know, for that happens only if you put something that you don't know, right? It creates a bad impression, so don't do that. Fine. So resume based questions, very very important. Whatever projects that you've mentioned in your resume, technologies that you've mentioned in your resume, projects, being prepared on projects is very important. For example, they'll be asking about the tech stack that you worked on, specific codes also, what problem it solved, your team, what was your role. Okay, you can expect questions like this. So be prepared on this project part also. And then coding questions, definitely in Cognizant they ask you to code. And for Gen C, specifically for Gen C, it's very simple kind of coding only. You don't have to worry about it. I'll come up with a sheet for that. Very like simple coding questions only. And apart from this, be prepared on basics of DSA. Very basics of DSA. Okay, like stack, queue, linked lists. So it's basic operations and all of those. You need to be prepared on that. And then just a minute, they also test your communication skills. Some interviewer might give you, okay, I'll give you 1 minute of time, talk on this topic. So that is just a minute. Okay, so these kind of questions they'll be asking, and the interview will be about for 40 to 45 minutes. And the interview starts with the self introduction as a mandatory part. So starting with self-introduction, have a clean template for that, speak confidently, and whatever question they ask, you have to try to answer it. Okay. Like if you're 100% prepared for it, then you can definitely get selected. There is no worries regarding that. So preparation is the key to success. Okay. So you need to be continuously preparing and attending, like you need to have continuous practice also. And preparation is not only important, but also attending mock interviews are also very, very important. That's why I've come up with a one-on-one mock interview, and that is at just only rupees 99. So like some of the people have already joined for this. So in this particular mock interview, I'll be conducting your mock. Okay, so we can basically it will be happening on Google Meet for like 40 to 45 minutes, the same duration. I'll be asking everything. Okay, you need to first prepare, and then you can attend for the mock interview. This is at rupees 99 only. So how can you avail this mock interview is that you can join the Telegram group through the description box. In this description box itself, the Telegram group link is available, and in the group you can message that you are interested for the interview. Okay, and my team will contact you regarding the timing at which we can conduct the interview for you. Like you'll have to be free, we'll have to be free, right? And then we can talk about the like like Google Meet. It will mostly be conducted on Google Meet, payment details and everything. We can go through with that. So you can 100% join with this. Okay, okay, you can 100% join with this. It will not be a problem for you. You can definitely join, and you can avail the benefits also. Fine. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you about that also. Okay, now let me just answer some questions. So this is done for cluster 1. So if you are from cluster 1, what are all the materials available for you so far? So DBMS CNCA OS is already available for members, so you can avail these documents through membership. And even for Java OOP concepts, for Java OOP concept is available. So I have tailored this in such a way that if you are a beginner, if you have not learned Java so far, first of all, yeah, like let me take the top Java interview question. So these Java interview question cover from the very basics. Okay, from very basics, starting with Java features. The basic question is JDK, JRE, JVM. It covers all of these concepts, most commonly asked questions in Java. It will definitely be useful for you. And then Java OOP. First of all, I've covered each topic questions. What kind of questions are asked in each topic? Starting with OOP, and then inheritance. What kind of questions are asked in inheritance in Java? Polymorphism in Java, and then abstraction in Java. Okay, abstraction in Java, and then object class and its methods in Java. Okay, and then advanced OOP concepts. Uh, and after that, after you thorough that, we can definitely go on with the uh, interview questions also. Fine. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you about that. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, why it's not going? Yeah, this is with regards to this. In the upcoming session, I'll also be giving you MySQL, HTML, CSS, JS, coding. Okay, fine. Now let's go to the cluster 2 also. Okay, there is a lot of question. There is a lot of question. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, fine. When will be the interview for GENC next, ma'am? Okay, HK. For GENC next, first of all, coding will be there. Have you completed your coding? If you've completed, then the results will be out for that. It will take some time, 3 to 4 days for that. And then, like after that only, you'll be having the interview for GENC next. So mostly it will take like 7 to 10 days, that amount of time. So if you've completed your coding round, HK, you can just comment over here. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, list of certificates. Okay, the list of certificates. Yeah, this is like yeah, I can say certificates. Yeah, so Pega certification is accepted, and then yeah, Salesforce. Sorry, and then ServiceNow, SAP certification, all of the cloud practitioner, cloud certification. Basically, a Microsoft Azure certification, Azure, and then what is that? AWS certification. Yeah, they accept these. So this they expect these from the people also. Not the they don't expect like web development certifications, and also Java, if you like Java certification from a local coaching center, Python certification, no, that is not accepted. Okay. So this is mostly accepted. These kind of certifications is accepted. So let me just put that out there. Okay, you've not completed any coding round, your coding round. Okay. C sharp interview questions. Okay, that is coming up, HK. So today I've completed Python. Tomorrow I'll definitely upload the C sharp interview questions also. Okay. One SQL, one full Java, second Java 9 out of 10. Okay. Okay, fine. So Ritik Kande Ritika, actually, to be selected for GENC next, two coding full and two SQL fully. So they expect that for GENC next, two coding should have been completely solved, two SQL completely solved. Okay, and then like pretty much that like even if we didn't do well in HTML, CSS, JS or something like that, but they look at SQL and coding very much, and plus certification. So Ritika, you can mostly expect like GENC Pro for you. Okay, AWS certification means GENC Pro. Okay. Cluster 2, please, behind the code cluster 2. Okay, I'll talk about the cluster 2. It's coming up. Okay, let me answer some questions. Okay, Harshit Pandey, cutoff is for aptitude and game section also. Okay, so communication section, they take the marks, aptitude section, both they take the marks. Okay, and technical, all of these combined only, they give you results for the interview part. Okay. Tutti frutti. Okay. One Python with 10 out of 10 test cases, another Python code 8 out of 10, one out of 10, and how to MCQs. Yes, Tutti Frutti will mostly be selected for interview. You've done well in technical assessment, but also give me information regarding the aptitude part and their and the communication round also. If you've done that well also, then you can expect that. Yeah, many of them have received the results for everything. Okay, for Cognizant, they've started receiving the results, especially everyone who done it during the initial part, like September 17, 18th and everything. Yeah, it's being announced. Okay, so it's being announced. Gen C Pro, Gen C Next. It's being announced slowly. So from today, you can expect everything to be done. Okay. Okay, for Gen Z next interview, I'll cover it in the another session. But Aditi, in the yesterday session, if you go over to my channel, in the yesterday session, I talked about Gen Z next interview also. You can refer to that also. Okay, they in advanced coding round, like I talked about that. So like, but it is changed. Okay, 80 minutes, four sections, 22 questions. So you can expect two coding questions plus 20 code debugging questions. Okay, Aditi, and the kind of questions that they ask, the difficulty level, it's also, I've mentioned it over there, you can definitely watch it. Okay, Otaku, solve 2 SQL, 2 Python, all test cases, at least 5 cloud, 12 to 14 quant, correct, have, yeah, 2 SQL, 2 Python, all test cases means you're good to go for Gen Z next itself. You also have AWS certification, that is very good. So mostly you'll be getting selected for Gen Z next. But like Gen Z next or Gen Z Pro. But I would say 85% Gen Z next for you. Okay, because you've got a certification plus 2 SQL, 2 Python completely done. Right. So like if they choose to put you in Gen Z Pro, it might be because of your Fly Cloud MCQ or 12 to 14 quants questions. Okay. Okay, Otaku, I hope that answered your question. Coding round pattern for cluster 3. Okay, you retracted it. So there is no cutoff based on cluster, to everyone asking. No cutoff based on cluster, only based on round. Okay, Rani. One SQL, one Java, aptitude is well and good. Am I qualified for Gen Z? Yes. Yes, if you've done aptitude good, one SQL, one Java, yes, you're good to go for aptitude. Okay. Mostly they accept two SQL. Just, oh my god, where did that question go? Okay, two SQL plus aptitude itself good enough to go, but one SQL, one Java, it's also enough for you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, okay, fine. There is a lot of question. Okay, coding round pattern for cluster 3. For cluster 3 coding round, are you asking about the Gen Z next coding round? Right. So for Gen Z next coding round for cluster 3, 80 minutes, 4 sections, 22 questions. I don't know about the section part, but 22 questions, 80 minutes. Mostly 2 coding questions plus 20 code debugging question. Okay. You're welcome, Rani. You're welcome. Okay, so in the let me just go over and talk about, okay, cluster 2. Let's talk about cluster 2. Pretty much the same, whatever I told for Gen Z interview, cluster 1, it's pretty much the same. So for Python, like as far as I've seen, Python cluster is pretty easy. So if you're from Python cluster, feel free, because don't feel afraid. Okay, it's pretty easy. Because we all know Python is pretty easy to crack. But if you're very well good enough in Java, it's not a problem. But for person switching from Python to Java, because they put them in that cluster, you need to prepare really, really very well. Okay, it'll not, it might seem difficult at first, but if you put in the effort, it'll definitely be easy for you also. Okay, so for Python, first I told you, you need to prepare based on your clusters initially. Prepare your cluster first of all. Python, MySQL, cloud computing. Okay. So definitely they ask questions from cloud computing. If you don't know cloud computing because you are from ECE, Triple E or MEC, and if you are in cluster 2, please do prepare cloud fundamentals, because they ask questions like, they understand your they like, I mean, they test your understanding. Okay, they don't ask questions like they ask in semester exams. They test your understanding, like how do you think, like how, what is the difference between non-cloud and cloud system, what is the benefits of cloud, can you give an example where a cloud is used, questions like that. So you need to be definitely be prepared on this. All of these topics, you just studied this is the syllabus also for technical interview, and you can just go on with this also. And then SQL, I already told you before. First, study the theoretical concepts, remember the syntax, and then clauses and queries, and then some questions like second highest salary and highest salary, questions like that also. They can even ask you questions with regards to group by, join, order by, everything. And with regards to Python, so from basic to advanced concepts of Python, you need to be prepared on it. Okay, data structures, functions, OOP, file handling, libraries and modules, exception handling. So here I've got it, Python interview questions. Okay, so in this particular PDF, first of all, I've took some basic Python interview questions, like not basic, but most commonly asked Python interview questions. Like, let me tell you, I've seen this PEP8 question asked in many interviews. PEP8, okay, and difference between list, tuple, set, dictionary. I've seen this asked in many interviews. Okay, difference between Python 2 and Python 3. Very important interview question. Python's memory management also. And then let me go over here. Like they, like for Gen Z Next and Pro, they can ask advanced concepts, but for Gen Z, even for Gen Z, don't just stick with basics. After completing the basics, go to the advanced concepts also. Okay, but only after completing the basics. The most commonly asked one, self keyword in Python. If you are from CSC, let me tell you this, if you are from CSC department, and even if you're attending only Gen Z, prepare in the level of Gen Z Next and Gen Z Pro, because in Cognizant they ask like pretty advanced question for CSC people, CSC IT. Okay, so if you're from CSC IT and appearing for Gen Z interview, prepare like you're preparing for Gen Z Next or Pro. Okay, and then I've even like in LTI Mind to Technical interview, this was actually asked for a person. The difference between range and X range. Okay, And then lambda functions, very commonly asked interview question of Python. Exception handling, very commonly asked. And then difference between is and double equals, iterator, module. These are all very, very basic things. Module and package. Okay, they can even ask this. List comprehension, very commonly asked. So I've only included the very commonly asked interview questions. Okay, multi-threading concepts, okay, slicing with statement, namespaces in Python, past statement. This is very, very important. Init statement, okay. And then append and extend, questions like this. Magic methods, this is also very important. Dunder method or magic method in Python. Okay, closures, decorators, generators. So closures, decorators, generator. So first I've covered these things. I mean, the most commonly asked interview questions. Okay, these are all the things. And then I've covered each topic, and that is, if you look at this, there are some topics here, right? I've included the topic. Questions asked from that topic specifically. Like you can see list. How do you, like, starting from list, difference between array and list. And then how do you implement a stack in Python? Okay, how do you implement a queue in Python? What is dictionary in Python? List slicing, reverse list, set, how to merge two dictionaries, questions like this, sort a list, default dict. And this is very, very important. If you're preparing for interview, you definitely need to focus on this. Difference between list, tuple, set, and dictionary. So definitely at least one question they'll be asking you, like difference between list and tuple, set and dictionary. Okay, that's why I've included this. You can just study this. And then with respect to functions, all of the questions that they ask. Okay, I'll just come to this in the later part, but yeah, as you can see, this PDF will be really useful for you. You need to prepare nook and corner, every concepts of this. Okay, first prepare that, and then DBMS, CNCA OS, you need to prepare that. And after that, resume based question, projects, tech mentioned in projects, coding. Just a minute. Okay, and yeah, like first priority to your cluster, second priority to your resume and project, third priority to your CS subjects. Yeah, I mean, plus coding. I mean, I can't really separate this by priority because all of these are important. They ask questions from everything. Fourth is your communication skill. Okay, yeah, this is what I wanted to tell you about. Okay, so yeah, this is with regards to cluster 2. Please do be prepared. All of these PDFs are available in my channel, but for free only for members. Okay, okay, fine. Abhishek Shukla. Two coding questions, two SQL questions correctly. 5 to 6 is cloud. Cloud is correct. Aptitude is good and communication round is not up to the mark. Can I get GENC next? Okay, Abhishek, this is pretty good. Communication round not up to the mark. Okay, but still you've done aptitude and tech, right? Okay. Do you have any certifications with you? As I've mentioned before, do you have any certifications with you? Like Pega certification, SAP, or like not Java, Pega, SAP, or ServiceNow certification, Salesforce certification, my AWS, Cloud Practitioner, Cloud Fundamentals, any certifications like that. Because only in that case you'll be selected for GENC Next or GENC Pro. Okay, that is what they mentioned. Okay. Yeah, like for GENC Next and Pro, if they haven't told you, in many colleges, what is that, pre-placement talk, they've told that you need certifications. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, you need certification to be selected for that. Yeah, if you don't have any, mostly you can expect GENC. Okay, because for GENC Pro and Next itself, they expect certifications. Okay. Okay, average in communication, well in aptitech, done all the questions right, will I be selected? Yeah, you'll be selected. That is itself enough for GENC. Okay. Okay. Pratik Chakrabarti, technical round. So 2 SQL, 2 Java fully. Can I be selected? Okay. 2 SQL, 2 Java fully means you'll mostly be selected for Gen Z role. But tell me about your aptitude and communication also. Okay. Yeah, for TCS and QT, yes, they will provide Calci, but it's not like it's like a normal Calci only, not scientific Calci and all. Just a normal Calci it will be provided. Okay, Ravi. Not done my best in aptitude in round two, but I've done 4 to 5 in coding. Will I be selected for any role? Yeah, mostly you can expect Gen Z because the criteria for Gen Z is at like one coding, one SQL. At least there are 2 SQL plus good enough in aptitude. Okay, they test your aptitude at least. So your aptitude should be at least up to the mark. Okay, okay, BBT. Okay, fine. Simonish, 1 SQL, 2 Java, and partial front end. Am I eligible? Tell me about your aptitude also. This for tech it's mostly okay, but tell me about your aptitude also, Simonish. Okay, okay. You got selected for Gen Z, Kanmani. First, congratulations for passing all these rounds and getting selected for Gen Z interview. Should you carry your original mark sheet with you? I mean, like yeah, it's good to carry your original mark sheet with you, because but mostly they only ask your resume with you, but it's good to carry everything like your original mark sheets, and then the certifications that you have if you have any, and also what is that, your resume, your Aadhaar card. Mostly colleges ask you to take that with you, so if they tell you like that, please do carry that with you. Okay, thank you so much for joining as a supporter, Vishwateja. It means a lot to my team in this channel and to me. So so if like you've joined as a supporter, thank you so much for that, Vishwateja. So I just want to update that all of the documents it's put as a separate post for members. Separate posts are available, so you can avail whatever you want. That is a interview documents, any other documents that you need that I promised, it's available, already available. This Python sheet I'll be uploading it today. So I'll be uploading whatever I prepared that day in each day. Okay. Thank you so much for answering. I mean, thank you so much for joining as a supporter and supporting this channel. Thank you so much, Vishwateja. Okay. Okay, why ignore my query? Okay, Mani, please don't take it in the wrong way because there is a lot of comments going on here. Okay, it's difficult to like look at everyone's comments. So please don't think that I'm ignoring your comment. Okay, let me just answer your queries wherever you asked. Okay, 10 or 12 correct in quants amplitude and game all our level 6 completed. 10 or 12 in quants. Okay. Technical cluster 1 solved all questions with test cases, but I don't have any certifications. Yeah, you will, if you don't have certifications, no, then you'll be selected only for Gen Z mostly. Because for Gen Z Pro 1 next, they expect certifications. Okay, Mani? Okay, now I hope your query was answered. I did not ignore your comment. There is a lot of comments coming up, and possibility of missing your comment is high. So don't take it in the wrong way, okay? Okay, you don't have any certificates, but you're shortlisted for Gen Z next. What can I do, ma'am? Am I selected for that role? Okay. Okay, fine. So yeah, you can yeah, this is pretty new because they themselves announced that certifications are important, right? So if you've got an official mail, okay, so like remember guys, if you got, remember HK, if you got an official mail from them that you got selected for Gen Z next role, even if you didn't have any certifications, then you're mostly selected only. So if the official mail is there, then do believe that. Okay, okay, fine, HK. So I mean, in some cases, I think they waive that off because if you've done exceptional, like very good in all the test cases in coding. Okay, HK, please to let me know how you did your aptitude, your communication, your what I think you already talked about that. Plus, but please do put the comment again. I think it got lost. Please do comment how many coding you solved, how many SQL you solved, how many front end or cloud you solved, and then about your aptitude and communication also. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, good for you. Okay, fine. Okay, if you take membership now, how am I going to receive materials? Okay, Chinno 19. If you take membership now, I've updated the materials as a separate post for members. Okay, there are many posts available. So if you join as a member now, you will immediately start receiving the posts. So in the community tab, in the post part, you can go on and check that. It will be updated up for you. Okay, because I've put a separate post for members containing all the links to the PDFs and all. Okay. Okay, Abhishek Shukla. Google Associate Cloud Engineer course, but will get a certificate in November. I think during registration itself, they ask for your certifications. So if you've done any certifications, they ask you to upload it. Okay. So if you're one day doing it, then you probably did not upload it before, so it doesn't come into picture. But if you've done exceptionally well in all the 3 rounds, communication, aptitude, coding, you can expect GENC Next or Pro. Okay, Abhishek Shukla. Okay, okay, let me just. Okay, fine. There's a lot of questions got messed up. Okay, Sai Manish. Okay, I already answered your question, I guess, Sai Manish. You're mostly eligible. Okay, okay, fine. Now let me just go over and talk about cluster 3. Okay, guys. I'll come back definitely. Please do wait. Let me talk about the cluster 3. Okay, I'll come back. Let me talk about the cluster 3. Whatever I told, it's pretty much the same for cluster 3. I'll come up with the sheet tomorrow. Okay, so you'll be getting C sharp, right? C sharp, SQL, front end. So prepare your cluster based question. Problem solving, searching, sorting, string handling, arrays and collections, control flow, date and time, and all of these. So I already talked about all of these, right? So prepare your cluster based question first of all, and then all of these documents, I mean all of these CS subjects, resume based question, technology mentioned in projects, coding, just a minute questions also. Okay, this is with regards to cluster 3. Whatever I told for cluster 1 and 2, it applies the same. Apply the same to it. Only the C sharp and web UI is different, right? So please do apply that, and please to prepare for that accordingly. All the like materials are available in my channel. You can avail it, but you should have been a member for that. It's not available for free. Only for member it's for free. And preparation is not only enough, you should also be prepared for the mock interview. I mean the actual interview. And for that, attending mock interview is always very good. Okay, like I've experienced this myself and I've seen this in people. Like you would have got 100% knowledge in your mind, but if you have any kind of anxiety or any kind of not good practice, like even if it's your first time attending an interview, then mock interview is a must for you. You can assess yourself. So I'll be helping you with that also. So how can you avail the mock interview? It's only for 99 rupees. So in this description box there is a Telegram group link available, or you can go to my channel and the group link is also available over there. Join the group and message that you're interested for interview, and my team will contact you. So we'll conduct the interview through Google Meet. Okay, we'll schedule a date for you, and we can talk about that after you join and message me. If you're really interested, you can definitely go for this. I would suggest please do go for this because it will definitely be useful for you. Okay, I was talking about the Python interview questions. So please do go through all of these because these are all most commonly asked questions. Like with respect to functions, they definitely ask args and quarks. Okay, args and quarks. They definitely have keyword argument and normal arguments, positional arguments, keyword arguments, and all of these. Top to bottom, nook and corner, you should have studied all of these. Okay. Everything except SQL questions, can I get any one from three? Okay, for Gen C, okay, John Cena. Okay, John Cena. Gen C and Gen C Pro, also the result are out. Okay, for many colleges, so you can also expect it for you also. Okay, everything except SQL questions. Can I get anyone from three? Udugala Vinay. Okay, everything except SQL. So for Gen Z, they mostly expect to be good in at least SQL and aptitude questions. Okay, SQL aptitude or at least one coding question also. So mostly you can expect Gen Z, but you're telling you did not do well. I mean, let me just except SQL means the chances are pretty slim only. But let's see. Okay, okay, Bindu Simmadri, 1 SQL, 2 Java done. 15 quant may be correct. Qualify, ma'am. Will I qualify, ma'am? 1 SQL, 2 Java done. That is itself pretty good for Gen Z. But I've like even in the live session, someone told that they're expecting two aptitude. I mean, like 2 SQL good enough in aptitude. But if you've solved that also, I mean, the coding question also, then you can expect. So don't worry. Mostly you'll be selected for Gen Z. Okay. Okay. Gen Z Next eligible students, there is one more technical round on October 1st. Yes, for Gen Z Next eligible students, there is one more technical round on October 1st. Okay, for Gen Z Next, extra coding round. Okay, so if no one hasn't received any mail from your college, then mostly they were not selected for Gen Z Next. That is the case. That is the case I've seen with many other colleges also. If no one received the mail regarding Gen Z Next, then mostly no one got selected for that. That is the thing. Okay. Okay, if you get selected for Gen Z Next and didn't qualify, mostly you'll be downgraded to Gen Z. Okay, Gen Z, if not Gen Z Next, mostly you'll be getting downgraded to Gen Z. If you do not attend the coding round well, mostly you'll be downgraded to Gen Z only. Okay. Yeah, Gen Z and Gen Z Pro results are out for many colleges across India. So please do be informed on that. Please do be vigilant regarding that. You might also receive yours soon. Okay, one sequel completed, one coding completed, another one 6 out of 10 cases passed, review I fully completed, aptly done moderately, communication done well, ma'am, and another one yet to be done. Yeah. Okay, so please do be noted, everyone, guys. This person got Gen Z Next interview. I mean, like Gen Z Next, selected for Gen Z Next coding round, and they've completed one sequel, one coding, another one 6 out of 10. Okay, so this person has got it, but sometimes people get selected because they've done very good in complete SQL, complete coding also. Okay, so it totally depends on the cognizant. Okay, but 95% of the time they select for Gen Z Next based on, like, if you completely solved coding and SQL. But yeah, this is new information for me. Thank you so much for answering, HK. Okay, Swapnil Roy, um your message got retracted. Have you asked your question? Okay. Two SQL, one code with all the test cases passed. Yeah, you'll mostly be selected, Swapnil Roy. This is pretty good to be selected for Gen Z itself. Okay. Yeah, you're good to go, Swapnil Roy. Okay. It is called luck. I can understand that it's called luck. Okay. I mean, it's called luck, but at the same time, like, they also have some criteria. I mean, like, they mostly select based on, or like, if you perform really well. But this is new also. Yeah, that comment made me laugh. Okay, Vikram Deshmukh. Please answer my question. Two coding, one SQL, half. Yeah, yeah. This is enough to get selected for Gen Z itself. But tell me about your aptitude round also, Vikram Deshmukh, because they for Gen Z they consider aptitude also very much so. Okay. Okay, if you do not perform well in coding round or interview, okay, based on this coding round itself, they will assess you to put in which category again. So if you've not been up to the mark for the Gen Z Next coding interview, I mean coding round, I'm sorry, for the Gen Z Next coding round, if you do not perform as per the expectation, mostly they might downgrade you to Gen Z. Okay, HK. Average aptitude. Okay, average aptitude. Okay, okay, that's mostly enough. Okay, Vikram Deshmukh. Cognizant final results, another level Cognizant GENC result. Okay, so like for the final result, they announce it for everyone: GENC Pro, GENC, GENC Next. But for GENC Next, they announce the result first, and then there is a coding round separately for them. But that's not the case for GENC or GENC Pro. Okay. Okay, Vikram Deshmukh, I already answered your question. Yeah, chances of interview, you can expect GENC interview. Okay, Vikram Deshmukh. Python or SQL in GENC. Okay, Python. Um, since you've asked, so I've been talking about that in the session since the start. Okay, you need to expect, like you need to watch that again. Okay, because you can expect cluster based questions from your cluster. Okay, so if your cluster is cluster 1 2 3, question from your cluster, and resume based question, project based question, general questions. Okay. Okay, Python. You're welcome, Vikram Deshmukh. Okay, due to some issues, time is up and couldn't enter the aptitude test. Okay, if you have not attended the aptitude test, then like they consider the score of aptitude also. Like at least you should have attended it. Appearing for the assessment is mandatory to move forward to the interview. They themselves mentioned it. If you have not attended the aptitude test itself, completely if not attended it, then mostly you will not be selected for the interviews. Okay, appearing for all the rounds is very very important. Okay, Vardhan. Okay, okay, okay. Saptashi Basu. Yeah, yeah. You have to give another coding round if you got selected for Gen C next. Okay, you have to give another coding round. Okay. Two SQL, two codes Java done, but failed in web development question. Yeah, okay. This is good to be selected but for web development they don't consider that mostly. I guess they mostly consider SQL and Java, but sometimes they consider it too. Of web development, one question only you failed, right? I mean, one question only was asked. This is mostly enough to get selected for Gen C, Varshit, but please do tell me about your aptitude and communication also. Okay, guys, let me just talk to you about the documents that are available. First of all, it's computer networks. Okay, all the CS subjects document. Computer network, let's start from this. All of the basic concepts, starting from computer network, advantage, disadvantage, types, okay, architecture, all of the LAN, PAN, MAN, WAN, like a network kind of things, topologies, all of these are available. You can expect question from this computer networks. Mostly they ask questions from what is that, um, TCP IP protocol. Okay, all of these protocols, all of this OSI model is very very important for interview. And then these are all very important: DNS, FTP, and protocols, TCP IP protocols. So please do be prepared on this. It's available in this particular PDF. And then computer fundamental is also very important. Okay, um, mostly they ask question from, like, not from really generation of computers, but memory, register memory, cache memory. It's very important. It's most commonly asked question, very important. Okay, for if they concentrate on very basics, they can ask this. And then yeah, mostly from memory, RAM, ROM, secondary memory, memory units. Okay, all of these questions. And then moving on to like DBMS is very important. Standard questions will be asked. Okay, you can expect questions from, okay, let me tell you, you study all of these questions. There are many questions available here, but you should also be prepared on DBMS versus database versus file structure. And then keys in DBMS. Okay, keys in DBMS. And then normalization in DBMS. Okay, and then what are the things? keys, normalizations. Yeah, mostly you can expect this. Fine, that's what I've talked about. Yeah, ER model also. ER model, entities, relationships, cardinality, keys, very, very important. Keys are very important. Normalization, anomalies, each of these 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, base NF, 4NF, 5NF, advantages of the normalization. Okay, deadlock detection. If you are from CSC department, advanced question will be asked for you. Please to be prepared on that. SQL advanced. So I've also covered the ACID with respect to SQL ACID properties, or even DBMS ACID properties is most commonly asked. If you don't know ACID properties, okay, they might reject you just because you didn't know ACID properties. Okay, so please to be prepared on this. Commands, and this is okay, all of these commands, joins. Okay, so DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, commands, joins and their types, queries. So be prepared on this, aggregate functions. Okay, this is with respect to DBMS, and I've also covered the operating system. So in operating system, they mainly focus on this different states. Okay, and then followed by that, you can expect CPU scheduling. Scheduling algorithms are very important. Okay, for example, round robin algorithm, first come first serve algorithm. If you're from CSC department, please to be prepared on this. Semaphore, synchronization, okay, deadlock avoidance, deadlock detection, okay, prevention, avoidance, deadlock. It's very, very important. Okay, yeah, this is with regards to this. I already talked about the Java and Python also. So in this session, we talked about this. So I talked about the GENC interview, how to prepare for GENC interview. I've given you the guidelines and all of the materials are available. How should you prepare? What should you prepare? Cluster based questions. So to everyone joining new, cluster based questions, let me put it this way. Yeah, cluster based questions, resume based question, your project coding question, and then coding queries, starting with self intro, very important, guys, and then testing your communication skills. So be prepared on this. Okay, we talked about that. Okay, I talked about each cluster breakdown, what kind of questions can be asked in each cluster, cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3. Okay, and in the interview preparation series, so far we have covered all of this. These are all done. Java and Python are done, and then we needed tomorrow C#. I also want to include queries in this, and some DSA concepts. Okay, and also coding and resume and project. Okay, so preparing is not only enough, attending mock interviews is also very enough if you want to get successful in your technical interview. So you can avail the mock interview in my channel, join this Telegram group in the description, and message in the group that you're interested, and my team will contact you. It's only at ₹99. It will be occurring in Google Meet. Okay, it will definitely be useful for you guys. Fine, let me answer some questions. Okay, 1,500 students attended Cognizant, and no one got mail for GENC next. Even I completed, yeah, BEO. Sometimes you don't get that because, like, if you've not done any certifications, they might not select you. Okay, BEO. Okay, since you've not done any certifications, like, then you would have not received it. Okay. Rohan won 27th September means immediately they will not announce result. That's what I'm telling. So 18th September, 17th September, whoever attended that interview during that time, they got the results now. Okay, so wait for your results. Okay, so many of the colleges have started receiving it from 17, 18 to 20 to 23. Yeah, they've started receiving it, like GENC Pro, GENC Next, all results are out. So if you attended it recently, today or yesterday, you will receive it within 5 to 7 days. Okay, I just want to tell you about that. Okay, fine. Okay, Samir, 1 Java complete and 2 to 3 test case remaining, and 2 3 test case remaining. One SQL partial question, JavaScript partial. Yeah, that is enough to be getting selected for GENC. But GENC, please do be informed that should be good enough. 2 SQL and aptitude is good enough to go. Okay. certifications are necessary for Gen Z Next and Gen Z Pro Saya. Yeah, Aniket Kadam, if you completed your result like interview today, then you can expect the result in 5 to 7 days. Yeah, is it the result for Gen Z or Gen Z Pro? So many colleges first got their result yesterday, day before yesterday, got the result for Gen Z Next, and today they got the result for Gen Z and Gen Z Pro. Okay. Okay, guys, this is all about this session. Fine. So, okay, cycle and possibility to SQL, no Java. Follow problem. Let's select for Gen Z. Okay, so two SQL plus aptitude is good enough for Gen Z. If you've done well in aptitude and two SQL, that is good enough for Gen Z. So, attending coding question, it's a plus for you. Okay. Okay, Kishore Chavan, you can mostly expect Gen Z Pro for you. Okay. Uncertain of aptitude. Aptitude is also considered Harika. So, yeah, let's wait for the result. Okay. Okay, guys, this is all about this session. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this session and keeping this session really engaging. Tomorrow, I'll come up with the C sharp and some other materials also. This is all about this video and session. I just wanted to cover this. Okay.